Okay, we are going to have more viewmaster discussion as I tried to find timelines in my collector catalog, but it just talks about different models and it doesn't give a window of production. So I'm kind of guesstimating on style of envelopes and logos here. So as you have seen in another video, the Model E viewer is my favorite style. The Bakelite construction, still super beefy compared to the generation that comes after this in the 60s. But we're specifically going to get into discussion of logos and dating envelopes by guesstimation. So I had bought some replica real envelopes because a bunch of the reels that I had were loose, and there's a website called 3dstereo.com and they sell replica sleeves. So one of the most common sleeves, but they do not sell these in replica. These are for the Model C, which is easily identifiable because it has the picture of the Model C right there. So these go from the mid-40s all the way up until the early 50s. It's kind of got this wave-like design, instructions on the back. So that is one envelope style, and this is an original envelope. Redwood Highway, number 112, California, USA, number 2. So the replica ones that I bought, a pack of 25 was $13.95. These, and again, this style of envelope goes with the Model C viewer. So mid-40s to the early 50s. This style of envelope goes with the Model E, mid-50s to early 60s. And, you know, it's got a picture of the Model E right there. And then it also has a picture of a Junior projector and the Stereomatic 500 on the back. So these ones are the replicas, but they still have a very similar look and feel to the originals. Obviously, they're brand new. Compare that to... Nope, that's not an original one. Hang on, I'm trying to find the original one. This is an original sleeve. This is, again, the replica sleeve and the original sleeve. You could just see the paper has a little bit of age to it, but they look very similar, and then especially on the back, you can see the age to the original. So I am guessing that these are mid-50s to late 50s because the logo changed. This particular gift pack I got from a seller in Canada, and I believe this design came around 1957, which I have a single reel in here. If I could find it, you could just see how poorly I prep for these videos. This variation, I'm thinking mid to late 50s, but then 1957-ish, they switched to this style of envelope. It still has the Model E pictured on it, but you can see it, they changed the logo. It's like diamonds. Versus before, it was this. This is a really... It was that logo. Actually, it doesn't have that on the envelope, though. Yeah, they basically changed their logo from the VM and then the little wavy lines to the diamond logo that actually says Sawyer's. Because I was looking all over the e-box, it doesn't say anything about Sawyer's Viewmaster on here. So then they put Sawyer's in the logo. I'm thinking late 50s. So again, we see the variation change early 40s, mid to late 40s, early 50s, early 50s to mid to late 50s, and then late 50s, early 60s. And then there's even another example, which I do not think I have inside of this library box, which is even earlier. Oh well, we weren't prepared, but you get the idea. So again, we're talking about envelope variation. And then some of the reels have dates. Like, for example, the first one that I pulled out of here, Redwood Highway, does not have a date. But then this one right here, number 319, Lake Louise, Canadian Rockies, Alberta, Canada, 1948. So this technically should not be in this sleeve. This should be in this style of sleeve here. But I had this one loose, and I bought the replica sleeves, and they did not have these replicated. They only had these ones replicated, and then they had blank sleeves available. So there's your little history lesson from the best of my knowledge and what I could differentiate timelines. I think that I like this one the best, although I think this would look really cool screen printed on a white t-shirt. I could just see that logo on a t-shirt. I don't know. And you could just see the age of the glue. This one, again, this one helps us date it because this one is copyright Sawyer's Inc., Portland 7, Oregon, 1957. So I think the late 50s is when you start seeing this. This might have been like 52, 53 to 56 then, because then we see the translation to this, the transition. But it still has the Model E there. Okay, that's all that I wanted to have a discussion about. I don't really have anything else to add. There you go. Thanks for coming along for the expose into hoarding. Truly, I got too much stuff. See you next time.